I know sometimes it's a little bit tough to rise and grind, especially when you know you got the weather coming later this week and your lawn's been looking like, wait a second, it wasn't growing 3 days ago and now it's shaggy and you're like, it's supposed to be 105 on Friday and then I've got holiday plans, not sure you want to do it. That's all right. Sit back, relax. We'll get your NHL free agency covered for you and the NBA free agency period, which starts today. But much like what we have seen in the NHL and the NBA has been a busy, busy place. Yesterday, Ja Morant dealt from Memphis to the Portland Trailblazers. ESPN insiders reporting that Portland is pretty much done big game hunting, although there's a possibility that they could still go after Jaylen Brown. That would be a heck of a backcourt, like stupid backcourt there. But feels like they're kind of done. And the other one that's come out this morning when it comes to free agency, but not free agency, again, this is where the lines get blurred in the NHL and the NBA. There's free agency, but usually a lot of it involves trades and signings. The NBA getting ready for Summer League in Vegas here in about 10 days. But those who are still actively playing for other teams or been traded to other teams, for example, this morning, the thought of a Anthony Davis reunion with LeBron James, but not in Los Angeles, but in Golden State, could be a thing, could not be a thing. ESPN's Ramona Shelburne was asked about the idea of LeBron going to the Bay, and is that actually a real thing?
I don't know if I would say it's unrealistic. It's going to depend on what LeBron James wants. I mean, my sense being here is if someone's not giving you an answer, that's sometimes your answer. Is this just I want to be wanted? I want to see how much you'll do to get me or how much you'll pay me. I do think the Anthony Davis piece of this is part of the choreography on this is different. I think if you're the Warriors, you want to secure a commitment from LeBron first before you would even engage in conversations for Anthony Davis. If you're LeBron, maybe you want to know that they're going to get Anthony Davis first before you commit to a different team like the Warriors. You want to know you're going to a team that has a chance to contend. So the choreography on this is going to be interesting if we even get out of the starting blocks.
And it feels like right now what we're hearing this morning in the NBA and throughout the circles is that choreography, one team is breakdancing, the other team is doing the cha-cha slide. It's two different camps at this point when it comes to LeBron James and Anthony Davis coming together. Anthony Davis, apparently, according to Brian Windhorst in the last 3 minutes, is kind of not on the table. Their bigger focus at Golden State is can they get LeBron James to come play with Steph and Kristaps Porzingis?
Yeah.
Who just signed a 2-year, $40 million deal.
I think people would like to see the Steph Curry and Steph and LeBron team up in the NBA. Obviously, we got to see them play together in the Olympics in 2024, which was a lot of fun. But I think that's going to be both of those guys' probably best chance of winning one more championship is they're going to have to combine powers to try to get one last run. I mean, LeBron is what, like 41 now,
41.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and the Warriors are not trading Jimmy Butler. They told him that.
I think they would have liked to try to get Anthony Davis if that is the key to bring in LeBron. If I'm the Wizards, though, I just made that trade for Anthony Davis, and I'm not really looking to trade him before he even plays a game for my team. That is assuming he actually plays and is not sitting out injured, which is why if I was Golden State, I would be just trying to get LeBron and not also Anthony Davis because there's already going to be a decent amount of load management. You've already got Steph Curry, who's been dealing with injuries recently. Last season was out
ankles.
A good amount of time with injuries. LeBron does have to load manage a good point at his age.
Even though he's still scoring 22 a
night.
Yes,
and he's still a great player, but there's only so much time left. Like, he obviously defies all logic and precedent of players' careers that we've seen in the past, but he's going to have to load manage at this point to try to preserve what is left of his career.
Yeah, that's Luka's team now, by the way, in LA.
Yeah, and
Luka's team.
I think the discussion was as of like last week or as of recently, the Lakers had not even made an offer to LeBron to keep him around. So I think it is trending towards he's going to go elsewhere. Is it going to be Golden State? It would be a lot of fun.
Sure.
Obviously, that would be an experienced team, but maybe they would be missing that youthful element that was successful for a team like the Spurs, who, there's a lot of guys in their early 20s on that team, and they just made a run to the NBA Finals and then lost to the Knicks, who had a good combination of experience and a little bit of youth. I don't know. There's a lot going on with the NBA right now. Apparently, this Kawhi Leonard back to Toronto thing is really picking up steam.
Windhorse says 3 minutes ago, it could happen today.
Yeah, could happen today. Apparently, Brandon Ingram is going to be one of the big pieces that goes back to the Clippers in that deal. So some teams are loading up. In the East, you got Kawhi coming over there. It's going to be tougher for my Hornets. With these teams,
well, they dealt your guy over the weekend, so you got to be happy about that.
Oh yeah, I kind of like the way that they're going about their business here, building for long-term success, and they've also built in a great amount of financial flexibility for them to maneuver and make whatever moves they deem necessary next to bring in a big-time player. So we'll see if they're done. I don't know that the free agency class in general is not the strongest.
Yeah, Jalen Duren.
But yeah, they got contract negotiation issues there. And the Pistons apparently, the Kings have interest in bringing in Jalen Duren.
He's talking to the Lakers today as well.
There's going to be a lot of action. Guys changing teams, changing cities, including potentially one of the best basketball players we've ever seen. Is he going to team up with the other best player of this generation? That would be something to see. And even at this point in their careers,
absolutely,
it would be just box office. So I kind of hope it happens. I want to see it happen. Will it be enough for them to get through a Western Conference that has the Spurs, that has the Thunder, that has now the Timberwolves with LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards, who I don't think that's any conference or title-winning combo right there, but I mean, that's going to be a good team.
They're going to score 60 a night in that backcourt.
Yeah, the Wolves have been to the conference finals, 2 or 3 times over the last couple of years, so I mean, they're one to watch. You got the Lakers with Luka if he's able to stay healthy next season. So the West is it's gonna be tough to get through, but
Portland got better too.
Is 2 of the best players in the last 25 years. Yeah, at the end of their careers, is that enough to get through and get to the finals? I hope we get to see if that experiment works out, because I would be excited to tune into that on a nightly basis.
6 o'clock tonight, NBA free agency. That is the official open. We'll keep you up to date on all that fun stuff as it happens in real time.
I'm Max Goren with 3 things you need to know right now from 99.9 The Fan. Duke men's basketball landed a familiar name for their 2027 recruiting class. Con Knippel's younger brother, Cager Knippel, is Coach John Shire's first commitment of the class of 2027. Knippel, a 6'10 forward, is the 44th overall prospect in his class, according to Rivals. The Portland Trailblazers made their first big splash under Tom Dundon's ownership yesterday. Portland acquired Ja Morant from the Memphis Grizzlies in exchange for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Morant has played in just 79 games over the past 3 seasons due to injuries and suspensions. Wimbledon got underway yesterday from the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club in London, England. Serena Williams is making her singles return today, facing off with Maya Joint. Williams' last competitive singles match was at the 2022 U.S. Open, where she lost in the 3rd round. For all the latest news on your favorite teams, download the 99.9 The Fan app or visit 999thefan.com.
Do you know what today is? Today is one of those days on the calendar that you cross off and go, oh, yeah, that's right. Today is 60 days until week 0 football. Saturday, August 29th is exactly 60 days from today. Sniff that up. Smoke it if you want to. Last year, the North Carolina football team thought it had the best thing going for it. It had momentum. It had spotlight. And it had all the ingredients to have a really good story told off the field. On the field, we know what happened. Wasn't quite the best year. Some strides were made, but ultimately we'll chalk it up as a disappointing debut for Bill Belichick as head coach of the North Carolina football team. behind the scenes, they had more than enough drama that they could have cooked up to where there was going to be a college football version of Hard Knocks filmed by HBO. And for some reason, just fell apart. Didn't happen. And we've seen documentaries on Netflix and other streaming things about, football. But the SEC had a couple of seasons of Netflix documentary, which was really well put together. They were the same crew that did the All or Nothing Netflix series. Netflix? Amazon Prime. The All or Nothing Amazon Prime about the Carolina Hurricanes, Seth Jarvis last year. The North Carolina missed out on the docuseries last year. So, in a divine twist, or how it just happened to work out, they had enough footage behind the scenes at Texas Tec this offseason, that they have greenlit the rest of the docuseries. And I say the rest. There are only going to be 4 episodes of a docuseries about Texas Tec football team. I don't know what they're going to call it. If you've seen some of the creative in the off seasons that they've done with the Red Raiders, it's actually pretty good. Like, you can find it on YouTube. It's pretty decent. They tell a lot of stories, do a lot of that kind of stuff. This one's Paramount Plus. For those of you who have Paramount Plus, all the Star Trek spinoffs, all the South Park stuff, you can get all the Marshalls, Yellowstone, Paramount Plus. That's where you get it. Texas Tec Red Raiders, they're going to do a 4-episode docuseries. And it's about this college football offseason. And this could have been one of the most boring docuseries set up in history. I expect a full episode about the drama surrounding their transfer quarterback and the gambling expectations and the supplemental draft stuff. Like, if they don't address that and they gloss over it, I would be incredibly disappointed. And the idea is to make things special and the passion of Lubbock and all that kind of stuff. And I get it, man. Red Raiders, guns up, baby. I totally get it. But if they do not spend time talking about Sorsby and that whole situation, they will have missed the entire point of doing this. And I get it. It's puffy. It's supposed to be about promotion and making them look good and whatnot. But if you're going to give everyone the whole story, you need to share the struggle as well as the triumph.
Watch it get shelved like the Carolina one did.
They just announced this late yesterday. Just came out.
It's probably around the same time they announced the Carolina one last summer, yeah?
Right? No, yeah. Roughly the same time. If they've got enough, I hope they do it right. But they've got it. Like, there's no doubt about it. They can pick it right up after losing in the Orange Bowl to the Oregon Ducks. They could start right there. And I'm sure it will. I'm like, I could produce the first episode. But I think it's the third one that I would want to see, and I would assume it'd be the third one, about how they have had to reset expectation and productivity at that quarterback position. Anyway, any publicity in many cases is good publicity, especially when it comes to Texas Tec, who has been demanding it constantly through their mouthpieces, as opposed to what's going on. And they do a pretty good job with it too. The guys that did the Jordan story about the shoe Air with Affleck and Damon, they did that one too. So it should be decent.